Okay, is my voice audible to you? Okay, okay, okay. So just wait. So okay. So now let us begin the today's class. In the last class, we have discussed about actually what are constants, what are variables, and what you mean by algebraic expression. And in the last class, I have given just two examples for algebraic expression. You can write down any number of examples. Okay, you can choose your own example. You can write down any terms. Okay, which contains variables, constants, and then what along with what algebraic operations like mute your audio. So along with the algebraic operations. Okay. So now I'm going to define actually what is a polynomial. Okay. So first all of you write on this one. Okay. I think have you written this one? Okay. So if you are written already, I'm going to explain this one. Okay. So now look at here. So this is actually the definition of polynomial. Okay. So means you are already learned what is a polynomial in the previous class, also in the previous standard. So now I think this seems to be a very different definition, but it is not given in your NCERT textbook. But I have given this one. So this is actually the proper definition of polynomial. Okay. So even if you go for higher studies, so they will follow this one. Okay, this definition. So that's why even though it is not given in your NCERT textbook, so that's why I'm going to given this one. Okay, just keep this definition. Now look at here, polynomial in a variable x. Okay, so now look at here. I'm going to write down a polynomial in which variable is actually what? X. I'm going to mention this one. What is the variable in the polynomial? So variable is x is an algebraic expression. Definitely it should be an algebraic expression, but there is a for whenever an algebraic expression is in this form, then only it is called as what? Polynomial. There is a general form. When it follows the general form, then only the algebraic expression becomes polynomial. The general formula is like this: P of x is equal to. We always denote a polynomial like this: P of x. Good ಮಾಡಿ ಆಡುವ. We always denote a polynomial like this, P of x. Okay, or sometimes you can denote Q of x, R of x, T of x, like that. Okay, so P of x. So now within the bracket, okay, whatever you have written, it should be the variable. Remember this one. Okay, so now this is the polynomial in variable what? X. That's why I have written x. Suppose it is a polynomial in variable y, then you need to write down what? P of y. Okay, P will remains as it is. There will be no change. P stands for polynomial. Or else you can use another letter Q of x. Okay, or R of x, T of x, L of x, like that. Okay. So now, but the letter which is inside the bracket, it has some significance. Means whatever the letter present inside the bracket, it indicates which is the variable in the next writing polynomial. Okay, next upcoming polynomial, which is the variable, and it will be indicated by this letter. Now look at here, it is a polynomial. Okay, now look at the standard form. Okay, first we need to understand what is this general form. Now look at here, a n x over n plus a n minus x over n minus 1, a n minus 2 x over n minus 2, and so on. Okay, now look at here. So now look at the power of x. Here it is x power n, x power n minus 1, x power n minus 2. Means what will happen for the exponent of x, whether it is decreasing or increasing? What? Okay, now it is actually n. Then it will become n minus 1. Means what? Is it decreased or increased? Tell me anyone. What? Decreasing. Okay. Means n minus 1 means what? You are going to remove 1 from the n. That is the meaning of n minus 1. N minus 2 means what? You are going to remove 2 from n. Okay, n will decrease further. Okay, in the next term it will be actually x power n minus 3. I'm not going to write on the next term. Okay, I'm going to write on and so on. At last, what will happen? N goes on decreases, decreases, decreases. Finally, it reaches to here. Just I have written a naught, but x is not present. X is not present means x power 0 is present actually. Okay, because x power 0 is equal to how much? 1. So that's why I have not written x power 0. So x power 0 means 1. 1 into a naught means it will become a naught itself. That's why I have not written x power 0. So now when you come from left, sorry, it will become right for you. Okay. So when you come from right to left, okay, exponent of x means variable x. Exponent of x goes on increases. When we go from left to right, exponent of x goes on decreases. Okay, up to which? Up to 0. Okay, so now here it is 0. Now look at here, up to here x power 3 and then 2 reduces, and then here power is nothing means x power 1 is present. Okay, and then x power 0. Now look at here, it goes on decreases, at last it goes to what? X power 0. That is the least exponent. Okay, so now by this you can understand. Now look at the suffix given to this one a. Okay, an. So the exponent and suffix are actually both are one and the same. This is actually the suffix of an minus 1. Exponent is also same, an minus 2. Exponent is also same, like that. Okay, and so on. So now you need to understand one thing. So what actually an minus 1, an minus 2 and so on, a3, a2, a1, a0, what actually this indicates means all these are actually constants. Okay, constants. And what type of constants means they may be what? Numbers. They may be numbers or maybe what? Letters like A, B, C, D, like that, or sometimes it may be also it could be a1, a2, a3, like that. Okay, they are all constants. They may be numbers or letters. And the next thing I already told this one, what actually x means what? It is a variable, but it has a different exponent in different terms. Okay, and at last one more thing is, so whatever I have written small m, what are the values it can take? It is one of the important thing. Okay, what type of values can n take? Means n is a non-negative integer. Okay, n can take only non-negative integers. Okay, non-negative integers means what? Now tell me. What? Yes. Positive integers. Positive integers means, now look at here. So there is a difference between positive integer and non-negative integer. So integers, positive integers means 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on like this. Okay. So now if it is non-negative integer, non-negative integer, non-negative integer. Okay, someone told this one. It begin from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, there is a difference between positive integer and a non-negative integer. Okay, so try to understand this thing. Integers means what? 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 and so on. Okay, so among these integers, +1 +2 +3 +4 and so on, or else if you write it like this, you can understand plus sign is present. 1 2 3 4 5, they are actually positive. -1 -2 -3 -4 and so on, they are actually what, negative. Okay, now what about 0? No, no, no. What about the sign of 0? Neither positive nor negative. This is only because of this reason there is a difference between positive integer and non-negative integer. Positive means it should be strictly positive. So don't consider 0 here. This is because 0 is neither positive nor negative. So that's why 0 cannot be included here. But in case of non-negative means, what is the meaning? Try to understand the meaning of non-negative. Non-negative integer means all the integers except negative integers. Okay, try to understand the meaning of non-negative. Okay, non-negative integers means what? All the integers except negative integers. Except negative means I'm going to leave -1 -2 -3 -4 and so on, because they are negative. I'm going to leave those numbers. Whatever the remaining numbers, they are actually called as non-negative. Whatever the remaining numbers, now you need to include 0. That's why 0 included in the case of non-negative integer. Remember this one. Okay, this will be helpful up to your higher studies. Okay, even up to PUC, even up to degree, you must know this one. It will make use in any kind of situation. That's why remember the difference between these two. So now try to understand here the value of n. Okay, may be anything. It may be 0, it may be 1 2 3 4 like that, but in this standard form I have not given any particular value for n. I have taken in a general. Okay, so this is the general format of a polynomial. I think someone cannot understand what is this form actually. Okay, but you will be understood when I write on the example. Okay, now look at here. I'm going to write on the example. Write on the first example. So this is the first one. I'm going to write on like this. P of x is equal to. So P of x. Whenever I have written P of x, immediately you can understood what the polynomial. Whatever the polynomial I am going to write down. In that polynomial, variable is which one? Variable is x. By looking at this one, you can understand which is the variable in the upcoming polynomial. Okay, so I have to write on only x in place of variable. Okay, so I can't use any other letter apart from x. Okay, now look at here. So I am going to write on like this: x power 3 minus 2x power 2 and then plus 10x and then minus I'm going to write the root. Okay, then now look at this one. Okay, so will it resembles the general form or not? Tell me now. So whether this polynomial resembles the general form or not? Say yes or no. Definitely. Okay, definitely. Now look at here. Okay, correct ಆಗಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದೇನೋ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನೋ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇಂದ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ a naught. ಜಸ್ಟ್ a naught means a naught ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ a naught one number will be present. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ x is always present. Okay, x as it is ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಈ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ಅದು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ನೀವು a0 a1 a2 ಆ ತರನೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಏನು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆರ್ ರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, now look at here. In the place of a0 which number is present? Which number is present? Root 2, but whenever it is a negative you need to include the sign also, because here it is positive, here it is negative, you need to include minus root. Okay, a naught means minus root. Just remember, whenever the sign is negative you need to include that one. And in the same sense, Here x power 1 is present. Here also x power 1. In the place of a1, which number is present? 10. Okay. Next come to the third term. X power 2. Here also x power 2 is present. Okay. So in the place of a2, which number is present? Minus 2. In the same sense, move on to the next term. Okay. X power 3. X power 3. Okay. So now in the place of a3, which number is present? 1 is present. There is nothing means what? Okay. Nothing means what? You need to understand 1 is present. Like that. So now look at here. In this polynomial, n value is actually equal to 3. N value is actually how much? 3. Okay, now look at here. So here n value means what? Here it indicates the highest exponent of the variable. Like that. But ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ನಲ್ವಾ, ಈಗ n ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಾನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀನಿ, n ಗೆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ತರ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, n ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದು ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. n ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, n ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು n ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 3 ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. x ಪವರ್ 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು x ಪವರ್ 3 ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು x ಪವರ್ 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. x power 3 minus 2 means x power 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Next x power 3 minus 3 0. You will get that one. Okay, n value ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Actually this is actually called as general form or standard form ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, I am going to write on one more example. Okay, now try to understand the second one. Okay, is this slide visible to you? Shall I write on here? Okay, so now I am going to write on like this. Q of x. Okay, why it is q of x means it is another polynomial. Okay, so that's why I am going to write on like this. Okay, now look at here. Tan x power 4 minus 1 by 3 x power 2 and then minus 5 like this. Okay, now is this resembles the general form? No.
Yes, sir.
Tell me yes or no. So tell me your answer, either yes or no.
Sir.
Yes, definitely. Okay, but someone feel like this. Okay, actually it is not in the standard form. Someone feels like that. This is because, okay, mute your audio. All of you mute your audio. This is because here x power 4 is present. After that x power 4, actually x power 3 should be present. Mute your audio. After x power 4, x power 3 should be present actually. But here x power 2 is present. Even after x power 2, x power 1 should be present actually. But here x power 1 is also absent. Now I am going to write on this one in the standard form. Now look at here. Actually I am going to write on this one in the standard form. Q of x is equal to tan x power 4. Okay. Next plus 0 into x power 3 and then minus 1 by 3 into x power 2 and then next plus 0 into x and then at last minus 5. Okay, now look at here. Okay, so this is the same as the polynomial q of x. Okay, but I have written in the standard form actually. So this is also polynomial definitely. But if you want to view this polynomial in the standard form, you need to write down like this. Now look at here. Tan into x power 4 plus 0 into x power 3 minus 1 by 3 into x square plus 0 into x minus 5 like this. Okay, definitely it is also a polynomial. Okay, so now try to understand here. So one thing ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ x power 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ x power 3 ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ so x power 3 ಪಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ a ಅಂತ ಅದು 0 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Okay, it means that the number, this is actually called as coefficient. I'm going to define this one later. Okay, coefficient of x power 3 may be 0. Whenever it will become 0, 0 into x power 3 means how much? 0. So that's why this term disappears. Okay, so that term is disappeared here. Okay, but if you want to write down, you need to write down like this. In the same sense, x power 2 is present, but x is absent means coefficient of x is 0 actually. Okay, so that's why the term is disappeared here. Okay, if you want to write down, you need to write it like that. So definitely second one is also an example of polynomial. Okay, so now the next thing is mute ಮಾಡಿಯಪ್ಪ ಯಾರು. So now the next thing is, okay, you can write down any number of examples. You can write down any number of example. I am going to write down one more example for you. Okay, so this is the third one, I think. Third one, okay. So I am going to write down like this. R of t is equal to t cube minus 1. Okay, so this is also an example of polynomial. Polynomial in variable t. Now t is the variable in this polynomial. Okay, you can change the variable. Okay, there is no condition there is no restriction. It should be always x. There is no restriction like that. You can choose y as a variable. You can choose a z as a variable. You can choose a t like that. Okay, you can choose any variable, but you need to mention like this. Okay, if y is the variable, r of y like. Okay, this is also an example of polynomial. Okay, so now one more thing you need to remember or you need to understand is, I think yesterday I told for you to read out the textbook. Okay, so now I'm going to write down something, means some algebraic expressions. Okay, so now clarify here. Okay, so note, I'm going to write down first one. So this is an algebraic expression. I'm not going to say this is a polynomial. I'm going to say just algebraic expression. You need to decide whether it is polynomial or not. If it is a polynomial, okay. If it is not a polynomial, you need to give the correct reason. Okay, I'm going to write it like this: x plus 1 by x. Okay, and then second one. Second one. All these are given in your textbook, so that's why yesterday I told to you to read out the textbook. Third one, cube root of y, cube root of y plus 1. Okay. So in the note, write down these three examples of algebraic expression. I am saying just algebraic expression. I don't know whether they are polynomial or not. You need to say about whether they are polynomial or not. Okay, have you written this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now tell me. So I will move on to the first one, x plus 1 by x. Okay, so what is your decision, whether it is polynomial or not? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
What?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
No.
sir.
No. So who are saying no? Is it possible to give reason? Tell me the reason why it is not a polynomial. Yes, it's not given in your textbook, but you need to understand. You can understand, definitely you can understand that one. Why it is not a polynomial? Okay, so now look at here. All of you look at the board. I'm going to define why it is not a polynomial. So now look at here. X plus 1 by x. 1 by x can be written as, if you take that one to the numerator, what will happen? x to the power minus 1. Actually, it becomes like this. Okay, x power minus 1. Okay, now look at here. Here the exponent is 1. Here exponent is minus 1. So ನೋಡಿ polynomial definition define ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ನ exponent ಏನಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, the exponent of x, okay, it is actually n. Okay, it's actually n. Okay, mute your audio, just listen to me. So in the beginning of the definition I told for you the exponent of x is actually in general n. N should be a non-negative integer. Non-negative integer means n can take values 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on like this. Okay, but now look at here, x power 1 is present, it is a non-negative integer definitely. Okay, but now look at here, x power minus 1, it is not a non-negative integer. Okay, it is a negative integer, so that's why it is not a polynomial. Okay, is it clear for you? Okay, so now you need to remember, whenever power of x is negative, whenever power of x is negative, it is not a polynomial. Remember this one. Okay, whenever exponent of x or power of x is negative, it is not a polynomial definitely. Okay, so but it is given like this 1 by x, you can convert this one to like this x power minus 1, then you can understand. Now come to the second one. What will happen in the second one? Okay, what can you say about the second one? Not a polynomial. Tell me the reason. Tell me the reason. It has root x. Root x. It is in the form of root. Root means why? Having an exponent as a 1 by 2. That is important. Okay. Root x means what? X power 1 by 2 plus 3. Okay. Exponent of x always 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಾನ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. A1 ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನಮಗೆ. ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು. It should not be negative. And second one, it should not be fraction like this 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 4, 1 by 4 like that. Fraction ಕೂಡ ಆಗಬಾರದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್. ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಂದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ x ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಂದ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ x ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರಬಾರದು ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ this is also not a polynomial, because exponent is not a non-negative integer. In the same sense, what will happen to the third one? Cube root of y means what? Y power? No. Cube root of 1 by 3. Y power 1 by 3. Now this is okay. Okay, there is no problem here. Okay, this is okay. But here it is a problem. Here the exponent of the y, which is a variable, is 1 by 3. It is a fraction. That's why it is not a polynomial. ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ನಾನ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Then only it is a polynomial. Otherwise, it is not a polynomial. Remember this one. By using this one, you need to solve one question in the upcoming exercise. He is going to give some algebraic expression to you. You need to decide whether it is a polynomial or not. You are going to use these two things. Okay, just remember, exponent of x should not be negative, exponent of x should not be fraction. Okay, remember this one. Okay, so write down these things and then write down. I think you can write down, you can understand these things. Okay, write down here. These are not polynomials. These are not polynomials. Just write down here. Okay, I'm not going to explain all the things. You can understand. Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. You can understand that. These are not polynomials. Okay, is it completed? Shall I rub this one? So next thing. So now one question may be asking for this. I'm going to write on it like this. Now tell me, try to give the answer for this one, whether it is a polynomial or not. Okay, I'm going to write on like this. P of x is equal to x power 3 minus x square plus 2 whole divided by x. Now can anyone tell me is it a polynomial or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How can we say yes? How can you say yes?
Not a polynomial, sir.
Not a polynomial. Okay, okay. So if is there anyone to say it's a polynomial? If you say yes, you need to give a proper reason. Is there anyone to say yes? If you say yes, you need to give the correct reason. Okay. The right answer is yes. It's a polynomial. Okay. So now look at here. If you simplify this one, it will reduce us to a standard form. Now look at here. Okay. Now look at here. I'm going to simplify this one. Now you can write down. Now in the denominator x is present. Okay. You can split the denominator for all the three terms. Okay. If you write down like that, it will become x power 3 by x minus x power 2 divided by x, and then okay. So definitely if 2 is absent, then only it will become a polynomial. Okay. So I think I have made some mistake. Okay. I am going to remove the 2. If 2 is present, it will become a not a polynomial. That's it. Okay. So just I am going to consider x power 3 minus x power 2 divided by x. Okay. Now tell me, okay, about this is a polynomial or not? X power 3 divided by x means what? X power 2. Okay, x power 2 minus x power 2 divided by x means x. Okay, so now look at here. Now look at this. Okay, it is a polynomial. Okay, so if I consider 2 plus 2, it will become not a polynomial. So that's why I made some mistake. I'm going to rub that one 2. Okay, just consider this one, it will become a polynomial. Okay, so this type of question may also be asked. Okay, so now I will move on to the definition of polynomial is already over. Now I will move on to the one more important thing. It is the coefficient of a star. Okay, right. Coefficient of a star. Okay, right on. If p of x is a polynomial, if p of x is a polynomial, polynomial in variable x, in variable x, if p of x is a polynomial in variable x, then coefficient of coefficient of x power n, coefficient of your audio, then coefficient of x power n is a real number, is a real number, is a real number beside the x power n. Okay, just remember this one. It will be understood for you. Definition is actually not needed. If you understand how to find out the coefficient of x power n, it will be sufficient for you. Okay. So now look at here. I'm going to write out one example. Then it will be clear for you. I'm going to write out an example. So let's let P of x is equal to square root of x power 3 and then minus 1 by 2 x square plus 10x and then plus I'm going to write some number just math like this. Okay, so this is an polynomial. You can write down any numbers. Okay, you can write down the you must write down the variable x, but exponent should be non-negative integer. Now look at here 3, 2, 1. Here x power 0 is present. Okay, so now look at here. I'm going to write down coefficient. Okay, coefficient coefficient of x power 3. Okay, now what is the coefficient of x power 3 in this polynomial? Root 2. So now try to understand the definition. Coefficient of x power n means it is a real number beside the x ಅಂದ್ರೆ so x power n coefficient ಬರಿತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ನಂಬರ್ the number which lies beside the term is actually called as what coefficient. Okay, so ನೋಡಿ x power 3 beside ಅಲ್ಲಿ root 2 ಇದೆ, that's why coefficient of x cube is root 2. Okay, in the same sense coefficient of x square is equal to what? Minus 1 by 2. Whenever the sign is negative, you need to include the sign also. If it is positive, there is no problem. If it is a negative, you need to include the sign also. Remember, if you say just 1 by 2, your answer is wrong. You need to say minus 1 by 2. Okay, minus 1 by 2 is the coefficient of x square. In the same sense, coefficient of x is what? 10. Okay, it is plus, that's why there is no need to include the sign. And at last, what is the coefficient of x power 0? X power 0 means what? Last term. What is the coefficient? 9. Okay, so remember one thing, the last term means the term which contain x power 0 is also called as constant term of the polynomial. Okay, so this is the one of the important thing you need to remember. I'm going to write it here. The last term of a polynomial, the last term of a polynomial containing x power 0 is called constant term, or sometimes it is just called as a constant. So if someone asks what is the constant term of the polynomial or which is the constant of this polynomial, your answer should be equal to what? 9, which is the coefficient of x power 0. Okay, coefficient of x power 0 means 9. What is the constant term of the polynomial means? Once again the answer is 9. Okay, remember this one. And one more thing. Okay, so means I have already told for you, just I am going to make some changes. Okay, it's already correct. Okay, so now look at here. Suppose it is like, now tell me what is the coefficient of x? 1. If there is no number means what? 1 is present. Remember this one. If there is no number means 1 is present. Okay, so now I'm going to clarify this one in the second example. Okay, so now I'm going to write out one more example for you. So now look at here, this is the second one. This is the first one. This is the second example. Let I'm going to write down like this. Q of y. Okay, variable is y. Q of y is equal to y cube minus y square plus 1. Y cube minus y square plus 1. Okay, so now tell me what is the coefficient of y power 3? 1. Okay, right. Okay, so now tell me coefficient of y power 2 minus 1. Okay, now tell me coefficient of y. What is the coefficient of y? 1. 0 is the right answer. Coefficient of y is what? 0. Earlier ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ನೋಡಿ y ಪವರ್ 3 y ಪವರ್ 2 y ಪವರ್ 1 ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ y ಪವರ್ 0 ಇದೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ y ಪವರ್ 3 ಮೈನಸ್ y ಪವರ್ 2 plus 0 into y power 1 after that plus 1 into y power 0 is the right note standard form. Okay, so now if you observe the standard form, what is the coefficient of y?
0.
0. That's why answer is what? 0. And last one is constant term. Okay, constant term or coefficient of y power 0 is equal to how much? 1. Okay, is it clear for you? So one thing ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನ ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ y ಪವರ್ 3 y ಪವರ್ 4 ಈ ತರ ಏನೋ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ ಟರ್ಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಪೋಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅದು 0 ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. If there is no y power 2 means in the given polynomial coefficient of y power 2 is 0. Okay, you need to understood like this. Suppose there is a polynomial. In that polynomial constant term is absent. Then what does it mean? 0. Constant term is 0. That's why it is absent. Okay, the term is absent means the coefficient is 0. One thing. Suppose the constant term is absent means what? Constant term is actually 0. Like, okay, you need to remember this one. This will be helpful to solve the problems of first exercise. Okay, that's why I am going to clarify all the doubts which will appear while solving the exercise question. Okay, so this is about the coefficient. Okay, I am going to wind up the class now. We will continue this one in the next class. I am going to take the attendance now. Just wait for a minute.